Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avataravarishthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. The ultimate goal of human life, to realize God and return to whom? The source from where we descended to this earth, we go back. From the absolute, we come into the relative existence, move about in this relative existence according to our karmic load, and when everything gets exhausted, we go back to the source. After reaching the source, even otherwise, body is perishable. We go on changing the body is perishable. But the soul, the Atman, the indweller is imperishable. Once the indweller in the body reaches the supreme goal of human life, then the taking up the body again at the gross physical level, or the efforts to preserve the body or sustain life doesn't exist. The purpose is over. He has entered into the realm transcendental of everlasting peace, everlasting bliss, and everlasting. And who will enter from that state again into the all limitation bound bodily existence. So, from the immortality of the bodily existence, he reaches the immortal state of being in eternal bliss, peace, love, absolute. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example of various example of sitting for food in big functions. People all will be talking. When all serving starts, most of the sound goes off. Finally, when they take the curds, the dessert, there will be silence. Only it will be heard, and finally, after food is over, all go to rest. Like that is the afterwards, all retire to sleep, and absolute silence reigns. Therefore, I say, at the beginning of religious life, man makes much ado about work. But as his mind dives deeper into God, he becomes less active. Last of all comes the renunciation of work, followed by samadhi. Generally, the body does not remain alive after the attainment of samadhi. The only exceptions are such sages as Narada, who kept their bodies alive in order to bring spiritual light to others. It is also true of the divine incarnations like Chaitanya. After the well is dug, one generally throws away the spade and basket, but some keep them in order to help their neighbors. The great souls who retain their bodies after samadhi feel compassion for the suffering of the others. They are not selfish as to be satisfied with their own illumination. You are well aware of the nature of selfish people. If you ask them to spit at a particular place, they won't, lest it should do you good. If you ask them to bring sweet meat worth 1 cent from the store, they will perhaps lick it on the way back or laugh. Now, generally, the body does not continue to exist after the goal is reached, the purpose is finished. The whole thing, lives after lives, we move from one body to another body, go on shifting according to the karmic law. Sometimes we may go to the other planes of existence, Bhubhuva, Swaha, Atala, Vitala, Sutala. Any of the 14 planes of existence we may go according to our karmic load. Then, and when the negative and positive forces in us, the merit and demerit, Papa and Punya, becomes equal, again we'll have the human birth. In human birth alone, exclusively in human birth alone, a man can attain liberation. In no other species is this possible, because karma doesn't have in any life, there is no adhikara of karma. Whatever you do in any other species, it will not become karma. If a dog bites man, it will not become karma. If a man throws a stone at dog, it becomes a karma. Man does anything in human body, anything done, everything done becomes karma. In no other species, it becomes karma. So, the other species are there only to exhaust karma. It may be virtue or merit. You may have to spend in some heavenly place, and when that karma gets exhausted of your merits, punya, you will come back to human body again. So karma is to exhaust or to accumulate is possible only human bodily existence. A soul, suppose, has certain karma, last few karmas, by attaining some bhuvasva or anything, he may exhaust that karma and he may be due for realization, but he cannot. He has to come back to human body, even if his karmic load exhausts, because karma and their karma, two aspects are there, vasana and karma phala. Vasana kshaya must be there apart from the karmic load. Vasana kshaya, tattva jnana, manomanasha happen at a time. So when the karmas, vasanas get dissolved, karmic load can be there. You might have done huge amount of papa punya. Both credit and debit balance may be huge. If vasanas are not there, immediately you will get illumination. You get enlightenment. You get mukti. You get transcend the nature and go beyond. It is possible. It is only in human body. The karma means here the vasanas get totally destroyed. So human bodily existence is absolutely necessary. And first, when the jiva appears in the universe, it must be human body. Last, it must be human body. If it is not human body, it cannot acquire karma. It will immediately dissolve in the absolute. Because karma is not there. If karma is not there, vasanas are not there, it is mukta only. So, first and the last. So here, when the soul retires, all karmas are exhausted. He has got, like Buddha, he has got enlightenment. Totally, he knows he is neither the body nor mind nor senses. He is the Atma Swarupa, he is eternal. Body is mortal, it will die away. But the soul which doesn't get destroyed with the fall of the body, that I am, when a person knows, when he gets Atma Jnana, after having attained Atma Jnana, then there is no more need of body. But some people keep the body for the sake of others. That's what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Generally, body does not remain alive after the attainment of Samadhi. The only exception are such as Narada, who keep their bodies alive in order to bring spiritual light to others. Not only individual life, you see, at the time of Pralaya, when the whole universe is going to dissolve, we are dissolving, either in sleep and waking up, and after some long period to leave the body, temporary separation from body is sleep, permanent separation is death. The part which separates in sleep leaves the body and goes off to another body. This is transmigration from one body to another body at the time of death. The realized souls, at the moment of realizing, at the pralaya, the dissolution of the universe, at the time these realized souls who are there in this universe, they will be not dissolving along with the creation, dissolution. They enter into trans-relative existence, remain there for the next creation to come up, to give the knowledge of the Atman to them. Narada and all, they are Nitya Siddhas. Even after the creation dissolves, whole universe itself is not there. But trans-relative existence remains. In that, Nitya Siddhas, Chiranjeevis, the Jivan Muktas, and all can remain. So, even the people whom Avatara selects and brings, called Koti, Ishwar Kotis, they all remain in the transcendental, not the absolute, not the relative, in between region, trans-relative existence. Relative existence, trans-relative, absolute. In the trans-relative, the universe has dissolved, they are waiting for the next creation to come. Again, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Rapa. Waiting. The moment the creation is completed, they jump into the universe to give knowledge for the fit humans. They give the knowledge and go. See, there is a transcendental realm we have to attain and continue the parampara of realization. And like that, here also we see in those who have realized maintaining their body, it is true of the divine incarnations also, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After the well is dug, many will throw away all things, some people keep for the help of others. But the manifestations of divine power are different in different beings. Ordinary souls are afraid to teach others. A piece of worthless timber may itself somehow float across the water, but it sinks even under the weight of a bird. Sages like Narada are like heavy log of wood, which not only floats on the water, but can also carry men, cows, and even elephants. After realization also, if a man wants to do good to the world, he is realized. But after realization also, they are endowed with certain capacities. He is realized, he goes off. But can he carry others also? The divine manifestation in individual after realization, his realization doesn't get affected by the capacity he bears to save others. Some may not be able to save others at all. He has realized, but he can go himself. Like a stick in water, floating. It is floating and going away. But it cannot carry a person. But huge rock of wood can carry many people. Sri Ramakrishna says, even an elephant can be made to sit on it and float. It will not sink. So, divine manifestation in individual after realization to help others that has limitations. To Shivnath and other Brahmo devotees, can you tell me why you dwell so much on the powers and glories of God? I asked the same thing to Keshav Sen. One day, Keshav, in his party, came to the temple garden of Dakshineshwar. One day, Keshav and his party came to the temple garden at Dakshineshwar. I told them I wanted to hear how they lectured. A meeting was arranged in paved courtyard above the bathing ghat on Ganges, where Keshav gave a talk. He spoke very well. I went into trance. After the lecture, I said to Keshav, why do you so often say things like, "Oh God, what beautiful flowers thou hast made. O God, thou hast created heavens, the stars and ocean, and so on." Those who love splendor themselves are fond of dwelling on God's splendor. We, many times, the glories of God. There are two types. One is glory of God, one is qualities and attributes of God. The Bhakta, he is aware of God's various powers like compassion, love, omnipotence. He can save anyone, he can transform anyone from any state. These things they are aware. But glory of God, trying to hold on to something of the world in the name of God, is holding on to the Aishwarya and leaving God. I am appreciating God's creation, leaving God aside. Then it becomes holding on to the Aishwarya and leaving the person. This doesn't help much. It pulls more towards, it takes you away from God, pulls you more towards the world and His glory. God's glory is Maya. So, you have to see the divine in object, not get attached to the object. We see divine in every object, every person. To transcend His Aishwarya, everything is beautiful. This universe, the whole nature you can see, every bit of this nature is radiating beauty. A small insect walking you can see. A baby moving about you can see. A flower in the plant you can see. You can see your own bodily system working. What a beautiful things in this nature. This captures you and keeps you. The stars at night, so glittering, so nice. But life is going away, looking at them. What you have to attain in human life, you have never attained. We went to various places to see fine sceneries. So many people come to see the fine scenery and silence here, enjoy. When we try to go somewhere else, we are here. People from outside come and try to enjoy this place. We are here, we don't enjoy. We want to go somewhere else and enjoy the scene there. Each thing I am trying to hold on to the world. Now, whatever attracts me, whatever captures my mind, whatever captures my understanding, I try to see the divine, to transcend the limitations set by the material world. However glory, whatever glory be there, in the world of duality, it is a something like fish net, which is going to catch the fish. It's a trap. You spend your life in holding on to material world and lose God. Material world can never give you fulfillment. It can drag you, entice you, hold you, but it can never. Each time you try to enjoy something, you feel you are enjoying, next moment it is not there. It has not been enjoyed. It has captured you with all things, but in the end you see, you yielded to it, and when you are yielded, you will find it is not there. What I expected is not there. It immediately ends. Whatever enjoyment you try to, it is actually, I think I have caught it, but it has caught me. I have not caught it. It has caught me. I yielded to it. Some temptation comes, I see something, I get tempted. Children you can see while going in streets, some chocolate, some jalebi, anything they see, they are tempted. They want to catch it and eat it. But before they can catch, they have been caught by the chocolates and jalebis. After catching, they yielded to that catch. It was bait by Maya, bait by Maya. You went and yielded to it. That's why Bharatrahari says, Bhogana bhukta, vayameva bhuktaha. We did not enjoy this world. We were enjoyed. Kalona yato, vayameva yata. Time never went away. We went away. Many people ask, where does this road go? Road doesn't go anywhere. Where you want to go. Road is here, road will be here. Where does this road go? No, it doesn't go anywhere. You have to go in that road. Time doesn't go, we go, we pass. Time never passed, we passed away. Trishna na jirna, vayameva jirna. The Trishna, desires never ended, we were ended. So, the thing is, the glories of God, everything is beautiful, everything. But life is going. A day comes when the old age comes. You have to remain confined to God. You can't move. There won't be a person to come and ask what you want. You can't get a glass of water. I saw hundreds of animals, even in the forests, slowly they becoming old and dying away. How beautifully the nature, only human suffers at death. All others, the total acceptance. How they accept life, same way they accept death also. Man is afraid. In a dignified way, they leave the body and go. Man doesn't. He wants to hold on, he wants to hold on. He wants to cling. Even the last moment, he don't want to hand over the keys of his property, and death time, he holds on to those things. So there is no end. Many people, I saw one person who is highly educated, means he was a dean in one of the topmost institutes, universities of US. He was representing the Vedic, he was expert in all the 4 Vedas. He was a professor speaking fluently in English and Sanskrit. He had only one daughter, and as he was aging, wife passed away. The daughter was in US, and they brought and put him in one of the old age homes, Ananda Ashram old age homes. We used to frequently go there. And that man was getting 2.5 lakhs rupees in Indian rupees as pension of retirement. 2.5 lakh rupees every month. And that is tax free. Both tax free from the government of US and Indian government. He can just receive and enjoy. Huge amount of money he had made. How much he has given, and they used to come and take loan and go away. In old age, I saw him in his 90s, he has forgotten everything. I asked him to chant any of the shlokas or Vedic chanting. He could not remember. All his attention was on the treasury key. Now and then he would touch and see. Even at the deathbed, always he will carry his almirah key in his hand. And ask the warden who was looking after whether his checkbook and passbook are safe or not. At that last, he died with the key in hand. What for? The attachments. This is the extremely worldly person I had seen in the world. That no thought of divine, no thought of higher reality, only the glory of God in his hand. And it is just a speck. Who he has taken, and how they used, how they went away. He had no memory. Written down accounts having given to somebody. Nobody knows their addresses or this one. When their daughter came to cremate from US, she had nothing to say except to take the key from the hand. This is the holding on to glory and leaving God. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.